Good morning, all. Myself, Dr. R.N. Lenka of Chanakya College of Education. This is the part of our e-learning class. And today we will discuss about the concept of guidance as a part of this e-learning class. Generally, guidance is nothing, it is the help or assistance in problem solving. As you all know, life is the process of solving problems and having adjustments. Hence, there is a close link between the problems of life and the guidance service in human life. Guidance is not the process of solving the problems of the individual or the individuals. Rather, it is the help or the assistance given for solving the problems. In this sense, we may say that guidance is an essential part of human life, or it is an essential requirement of all the individuals in the society. Let's have a glance on meaning of guidance. Literally, guidance means to direct or to point out or to show the path. It is the assistance or the help given by a more experienced person to a less experienced person to solve the problems, make choices, or have adjustments. In this sense, guidance is the advice or the information provided by a person of experience to the person or persons of no experience or less experience in solving the problems. Also, it is the process of helping the individuals to discover and develop their potential for solving problems, improving careers, and making adjustments. In this sense, an individual who receives proper guidance would surely contribute significantly towards his or her own development as well as for the development of the society. In a broader perspective, guidance is the assistance or the help given to individuals in making choices for the sake of the society as well as for the interest of the individual or individuals who receive the guidance. In this sense, we may analyze guidance as a concept as well as a process. As a concept, guidance is concerned with the optimal development of the individual. It is the assistance given to the individual to make his or her own efforts to discover and develop the potentialities for personal happiness and social usefulness. On the other hand, guidance as a process helps the individual in self-understanding and self-direction to make choices, to solve problems, to have decisions and adjustments. Regarding the definition of guidance, guidance has been defined and understood differently by different people in different contexts. According to Cambridge English Dictionary, guidance is the help and advice about how to do something or about how to deal with problems connected with your work, education, or personal relationships. In this sense, guidance is not direct solution of the problem. Rather, it is the assistance or help given for solution of the problems. According to Jones, guidance involves personal help given by someone. It is designed to assist the individual to decide where he wants to go, what he wants to do or how best he can accomplish his purpose. In the words of Traxler, guidance is a process of enabling each individual to understand his abilities and interests, to develop them as well as possible, and to create and to relate them to life goals, and finally to reach a state of complete and mature self-guidance as a desirable human element of the social order. In the words of National Vocational Guidance Association of USA, guidance is the process of helping a person to develop and accept an integrated and adequate picture of himself and of his role in the world of work, to test his concept against reality and to convert it into reality with satisfaction to himself and benefit to the society. In the words of Dunsmore and Miller, guidance is a means of helping the individuals to understand and use wisely the educational, vocational and personal opportunities they have or can develop, and as a form of a systemic assistance whereby students are aided in achieving satisfactory adjustment to school and in life. Now, have a focus on the principles of guidance. Giving guidance, getting guidance, and organizing the guidance services all are based on certain decided or important principles. They are called principles of guidance. How to organize guidance services, how to provide guidance to others. These are guided by certain principles. Some of the important principles are the principle of needs. Guidance is need-based. Guidance is provided to the individuals as per their needs. There is the needs of guidance in different contexts. Personal guidance, educational guidance, social guidance, vocational guidance, they differ from each other because they have specific needs. They are based on diversified needs. Hence, while thinking about or providing the guidance services, there is the need of providing the services as per the needs. Next is the principle of purpose. Purpose means the goal, the aim or the objective. Guidance is provided according to the purpose. Individuals need guidance. Individuals provide guidance. The more experienced person provide guidance to the less experienced person or persons with no experience. Hence, according to the purpose, for example, the purpose of educational guidance is to assist the individuals in educational adjustment. The purpose of vocational guidance is to help the individuals in their vocational choices and career development. Next is the principle of problem solving. Guidance is not the process of direct problem solving or the process of solving the problems of the individuals. Rather, it is the process of helping the individuals to find out their own potential, to have their own decisions and then solve the problems. It is the help in problem solving, not the problem solving directly. In this sense, human life has multifarious problems, and for solving all these problems one needs the guidance. Next is the principle of adjustment. Guidance is for adjustment. Guidance is the help in adjustment. Adjustment means the personal adjustment, social adjustment, family adjustment, educational adjustment, vocational adjustment, social adjustment. All these type of adjustment in human life individuals need the process of guidance. Then the principle of variety. Variety means guidance is not provided unanimously, or when there is only one way of guiding the individuals. It is as per the principle of variety. A variety of activities and programs are organized for giving guidance services. Also, guidance meets the variety of needs. This is the principle of variety. Next, the principle of continuity. Guidance is a continuous process. It is not an one-type activity. Guidance continues till the solution of the problem of the individuals. Next, principle of flexibility. Guidance services are flexible. Guidance activities are flexible. The role of guidance personnel are also flexible. Nothing rigid in guidance. All need to be changeable. Change the process as per the needs, as per the demands, as per the requirements. Hence it is not a rigid process, rather it is a flexible process. Principle of universality. Principle of universality. Guidance for all. That means guidance is applicable universally for all the individuals. Each and every individual needs guidance in one field or the other. For example, in the educational field, teachers can guide, but in the medical field, doctors can guide well. In this sense, there is the difference in guidance work or services, and it is universally applicable in the sense every individuals need guidance. Then the principle of individual difference. Individuals differ from each other with regard to their needs for guidance and the potential for providing the guidance. No two individuals are alike. They differ from each other. Their needs differ from each other. Their potentialities and abilities also differ from each other. Accordingly, there is an individual difference in guidance. Next, the principle of holistic development. Guidance is for all-round development of the individual or holistic development of the individual. Guidance is provided for developing all the aspects of the individual: personal, physical, mental, psychological, emotional, educational, ethical, social, cultural, moral, national, international. All these aspects are to be developed by means of getting guidance. Next is the principle of complexity of problems. That means life is full of problems, and problems are either simple or complex. But in general, guidance is required to meet the complexity of problems, and it is the help given to individuals in solving those problems. Then the principle of cooperation. There is the need of cooperation between the guidance worker or the guidance expert or the counselor and the persons or individuals who need guidance. It is a cooperative process. They cooperate with each other, and the experts give guidance and the individuals, they get guidance. It is not a separated process, rather it is a cooperative enterprise. Next, the principle of elaboration. There is the need of elaborating because guidance requires so many information. Guidance requires a variety of services. Guidance needs exploration and elaboration before the individuals for clarity, for development, for acquisition and application. All these are the part of elaboration principle. Then principle of patience. Listen patiently. Do the work patiently. Guide with patience. And also apply with patience. All these are the patience principle. The guidance worker, the counselor, the psychiatrist, the psychologist, the headmaster, the teacher, the parents, the guardians, those who are part of the guidance process, they need patience to provide guidance. And also individuals who need guidance, they must have patience for getting guidance. Next, this is the all of patience principle. Then principle of mutual understanding. There is a mutual understanding between the guidance worker and the person who needs guidance. And because of this mutual understanding, the services of guidance or activities of guidance go smoothly and meet the needs of the individuals. Next is the principle of responsibility. Everyone in the process is responsible either for providing guidance or for getting guidance. Without responsibility, the process cannot be completed, cannot be possible. Hence, it is the responsibility of the guidance worker to provide guidance to the individuals as per their needs, as per the objective or purpose, or you may say putting the round hole in the round peg, and at the right time also. Next is the principle of self-appraisal. Individuals need to have their self-appraisal while getting guidance. And also even the guidance workers, they must have their self-appraisal of providing guidance. To what extent the guidance is working, whether it is befitting for the individuals or not. Appropriate guidance is meaningful or beneficial for the individuals. Hence, there is the need of continuous self-appraisal in the process, either at the time of providing guidance or at the time of organizing variety of guidance services. Next is the principle of evaluation. Evaluation is essential in teaching, learning as well as guidance. To what extent the guidance services are implemented or successful, that needs evaluation. Teachers need evaluation to have an assessment of the educational guidance. The career counselor or the career worker or the career guidance worker must evaluate the effectiveness of the guidance program in helping the individuals for getting the information and having career choices and career development. All these are the principles of evaluation. Next, principle of expertise. Expertise means the trained personnel. Guidance needs expertise or experienced persons, trained persons to provide guidance to the persons with less experience or no experience, or persons in need. This is called the principle of expertise. Next, the principle of balance. Balance is required. Balance between the needs of the individuals, the guidance activities, the guidance services, counseling services, evaluation of guidance, all the process and perspectives of guidance, there must be a balance. Next is the principle of self-pacing. Self-pacing is required while providing or receiving guidance. This is called self-pacing principle. Self-pacing means the individuals, they accept guidance as per their own self-pace. Also the person who provide guidance as per their self-pacing. Next is the principle of interest and involvement. Guidance is possible if the individuals either providing guidance or getting guidance are interested and involved. Without interest, without motivation, without involvement, guidance cannot be successful. Next is the principle of providing information. That is called information service in guidance. A variety of information required in guidance, and the guidance worker or the counselor or especially the vocational guidance worker or career master, career counselor, they provide a variety of information to the individuals regarding guidance. Next is the principle of discussion, mutual discussion between the guidance worker and the person who gets the guidance. There is the need of discussion leading to help or assistance for solution of problems and healthy adjustments. Next is the principle of organizing services. A variety of services are organized in guidance. For example, pre-admission service, admission service, then orientation service, placement service, evaluation service, follow-up service, research service. All these are some of the counseling service as well. These are the variety of guidance services organized for the individuals by the guidance worker. Hence, in summary, we may say today we discussed about the concept of guidance, then guidance and the problems, particularly problems of human life. This is called the link or the relationship between the guidance and the problem. Then meaning of guidance, then definition of guidance, then the principles of guidance. Regarding the principles, we also we may say that all these principles are quite essential on the part of the guidance worker as well as the individuals who receive guidance, so that they will receive guidance or they will provide guidance as per the purpose or as per the needs. Then the sole idea of guidance will be possible or correct, that is putting the round peg in the round hole and square peg in the square hole. Thanks.